Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Sam the Waterman. In today's episode, we're going to tick off a few new species and I carry on in my hunt to catch the biggest trout of the trip. Here we are, boys and girls, last day of the trip. It's currently looking like a bit of a glass off in the marina. I don't know if that's anything to go by, what's out there, but
it is the marina.
Most people have stayed in bed today. It's a late start for us. What is it? It's like about, what is it, 6 o'clock?
6:20.
6:20, and we're the first boat in today. So it gives you an indication of how many fish we've been catching all between us. People have decided to stay in bed. Not us boys, are we?
We're still ready to go out. Fresh, as you can tell by the bags under our eyes.
So we're going to do a bit of a shorter day diving today so we can go home and clean our swampy fish den. And yeah, so still go hopefully catch some good fish today. Let's go. Yoo yoo. Straight away I swim over to a ledge where I know there's going to be fish that I've scouted out the last couple of days, and there is a target species. Now it's simply a case of diving down and retrieving the fish from this cave. They're pretty strong fish, so I'm expecting a little bit of a fight and a tussle as I get it out. But yeah, she comes out lovely, and that's a beautiful fish. Take a bit easier today, some of the shallower stuff for the last day, and that's exactly what I was looking for. Just looking for a big Tusky now, and we're all good. I hop straight back in and start searching again. This time I've moved onto the front of the reef in slightly deeper water where the sand meets the reef. Yeah, it's probably in about 12 or 13 metres. Not deep, but just a bit deeper. I find this is often where these coral trout are hiding out. It's a great shot, and this coral trout decides to do a bit of ballet on his way up. Beautiful performance. As we've discussed in previous episodes, these fish are outstanding table fish. White flaky flesh, and yeah, they fetch upwards of $175 per kilo. So a really highly sought after fish for eating basically. I get that one in the Esky bled to preserve the meat quality and carry on diving. Here I finally get a chance on a nice black spot Tusky. It really wasn't the big monster fish that I was searching for, but it's a great fish nonetheless, and they taste absolutely delicious. Often we were joking about when spearfishermen catch a fish that's around about that sort of 40 to 60 centimetre mark. We always say, oh, it's a great size for eating, which is just an excuse for catching smaller fish really, but it is true. Fish often do taste better around that sort of pan size. which is ideal for cooking and ideal for eating.
How'd you go, Pete? Get some fish? Nice, well done, bro. Oh yeah.
Just going to pause the video just for 1 second there, guys. It's just to say that the winner of last week's giveaway is Ryan Pole 5128. We still have some more throw flashes to give away, so if you want to be the winner for this week's video, then please just subscribe and leave a comment below and you'll be entered into the draw for next time.
Whereabouts were you diving? Where were you, over that way? Ah yeah.
So I decided to take Pete's advice and go check out this new bit of ground that I'm yet to swim over. It's pretty shallow, but straight away I can see that there's more coral and there's a lot of bait fish swimming around this pressure point. Bait fish is always a good sign that there's going to be larger fish around that are going to be eating the bait fish. There's a great little example of a Spanish mackerel there. It's not really on my target species today, plus it's not a massive fish. Let him grow, let him get bigger. Also, this massive queenfish comes in, it's like an absolute tank. Again, not on my list of species to catch today. That small Spanish darts off again, but it's good indicator species of some good fish that might be around. On this dive, I swim down, keeping my head down. I'm not looking around on my drop. This can often scare fish off. As soon as I'm fully laid on the bottom, I start looking around. This is often when fish will start to come in. Some more Spanish mackerel here. They are legal fish, but it's just not the species I'm looking for on the last day of this trip, and it's certainly not the right size. Again, I keep following this edge of reef along. It's slowly tapering off into deeper water. Less coral, more kelp. Here again, I hit the bottom and start scouting around again, see if anything different comes in this time. But no, just 3 small Spanish mackerel again, just egging me on to shoot them the whole time I was diving this spot. Give them a little wave, bam, bam, kapow. Yeah, not gonna take them, gonna be patient. Back off into deeper water again here, sort of around that 14 to 15 meter mark. And I'm hunting for some coral trout yet again. Trying to make a really slow drop. I really don't want to spook anything on my way down. Sometimes these trout can be quite spooky. I've noticed one there, and yeah, as I've just said, I've already spooked it. I try to creep up on it slowly. I line up, it starts fading out on me, but I think as long as I go slow and careful, I'm going to get another chance over the top of this rock. But sometimes that just isn't the case. He completely disappeared, and it's a case of going back to the surface to try again. This spot is looking pretty good from the surface. I noticed a bit of movement from the surface. And on the way down, I can see a really, really solid trout. This could be one of the biggest ones of the trip. And somehow I've completely missed it. He hasn't spooked though. In this slightly deeper water, the trout often, as long as you head straight back to the surface without making too much fuss, they will hang around where you shot them or attempted to shoot them. So I get another chance on it. I'm trying to be very stealthy, very calm, very collected, not make any sudden movements. But then as soon as I'm in range, you're mine, buddy. I can feel my hands around the tail of this fish. I know it's a girthy, big fish. So at this point, I'm pretty excited.
Yes! That might be my last fish of the trip. Absolute beast of a trout, probably 5 kilos. Oh. Woo.
So we're on the last morning here, and yeah, it's been a real nice finish to the day. Hopefully you've just seen on the footage there I landed a trout. Now I said in the video that it's probably 5 kilos, but looking at it here, I think there's a chance that it could be more. That might be my best trout of the trip. It's got to beat 6.4 for the record, and honestly it feels pretty darn close. But she's an absolute beauty. It would be a great way to finish the trip, but either way it's an epic fish. Give me 2 chances on it. What more can I ask for, really? The boys that I come up with, they didn't dive today, so they're waiting to go home. So I've just realised that they've been trying to get hold of me, but yeah, these boys are still in the water at the moment, so hopefully I don't get stranded in. But what can you do? Just got to take it all in. It's absolutely beautiful today. A bit windy, but so many fish around, and yeah, still loving it. I'm pretty sure Julian said that his trout was 70 something. You can see mine now is pretty much bang on 75, 75 and a half, 76. So he's looking pretty fat as well. He's pretty full. Looks like he might have had some fish for dinner. Could be a record. Never know. But that would be a fairy tale ending to a great day. Great trip, to be honest. Yeah, so here I'm basically dreaming. This fish was over half a kilo lighter than my PB, let alone Julian's, but you can't blame a guy for dreaming. Alright, we're the last ones here. Just packing up. Slightly sad scenes, to be honest, but you've had a good trip, Pete?
Awesome trip, mate.
Awesome trip. Yeah, it's been really good. Jimbo?
Unreal.
Unreal.
Certainly,
And
certainly,
what you got to say?
certainly be coming back for next year, I'll tell you that.
Certainly coming back for next year.
Yeah.
Can tell you that for free. And then we've got Mitch, man of many words. What have we got to say, Mitch?
Oh yeah, what a trip.
Oh yeah. So that's pretty much it, I think, for this series. We're just going to go get some dinner tonight and then start a long drive home. So yeah, thank you and see you next time. You. Sometimes people ask you questions such as, what does spearfishing mean to you? Well, this trip really highlighted what spearfishing means to me. Catching fish is just a bonus. The real enjoyment and happiness comes from being outside, connecting to a real food source, knowing where your food comes from, getting some exercise, getting some sun, and all the time enjoying it with your friends. Make memories that are going to last a lifetime. And that's really what spearfishing is about. not just catching fish. So I encourage you guys, if you haven't done something similar to this, to get hold of your friends and to maybe join a local spearfishing club and just get out there as much as you can and really enjoy life for what it is.